Before I call the speaker, I'd like his evaluator, Toastmaster Sureka, to read out his speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Sureka.
Morning, friends. Today, Toastmaster Lokesh is attempting Level 3 Project 1 from Effective Coaching. The purpose of this project is for the member to work with a group to practice reaching consensus on any topic. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sureka. So Zoom Master, can you please spotlight Toastmaster Lokesh and the panel, Toastmaster Ajit, Toastmaster Amit Chaudhary, Toastmaster Amulya, Toastmaster Rohil. Can we spotlight all the 5? Toastmaster Amit Chaudhary, Toastmaster Rohil. Toastmaster Amulya. Thank you, Zoom Master. My dear friends, Toastmaster Lokesh and the panel, can you please take less than 30 seconds to check your audio, and also Toastmaster Lokesh, can you spot the timer cards?
Am I audible?
You
Am
are
I visible?
Yes, you are.
I hope I am audible and visible.
Yes, Toastmaster Amulya, you are audible and visible. You are audible and visible. Thank you. What about?
Am I audible?
Yes, Toastmaster Rohil, you are audible. Thank you.
Am I audible and visible, Vijayan?
Yes, Toastmaster Amit. Well, good. Thank you, Toastmaster Varun. Okay. Toastmaster Lokesh. Digital to physical. When and why? Digital to physical. When and why? Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. It is more than 1.5 years now that we did not meet in person for our STM meetings. Last year, in March 2020, the novel COVID-19 has forced us to change the tack to shift immediately from physical to digital meetings. I don't know why this is called novel, but yes, it is. We have seen 2 biggest peak of COVID-19. First peak last year, second peak this year. But the second wave was much more serious, severe, and much bigger than expected. I would like to share with you what happened during a second peak and where are we right now. When we talk about Hyderabad per se, we used to get 1,500 cases per day only for Hyderabad city GHMC area. And now the cases are coming down, situation is becoming better. Now the average cases from last few days is 70 cases per day. So that's the case as of now. And I'm sure many of you must be thinking to start HTM meeting from digital to physical. And to make that decision, today I have two fellow Toastmasters. Let me introduce with you the panelists. We have Toastmaster Rohil, who is an ex-secretary for our club. We have Toastmaster Ajit, who is a founder member of our club. We have Toastmaster Amit, who is a current VPPR for our club. And we have Toastmaster Amulya, who is an area director for our area E2. Let me share a few ground rules for our panelists. I request you all to stick to your time limit for 1 to 2 minutes for your response. Share respect for each other's viewpoint and do not interfere in between and wait for others' turn. So let's understand viewpoint of each one of us having here on the panel on shifting STM meeting from digital to physical, when and how. And to begin with, I would like to understand from Toastmaster Rohil first. Toastmaster Rohil, what is your opinion? Should we shift from digital to physical? When and how?
Thank you, TM Lokesh. Yeah, who wouldn't like a physical meeting? I mean, Toastmasters, all of us know it's so vital to meet each other, not only just meeting, but network together and see each other most of the time. And in HTM, we know we are such a close group for so many years. But what worries me about a physical meeting is just basically two things. One, well, the fear of the COVID as it is, because I don't think it's gone away. I'm not sure about the numbers which you mentioned in Hyderabad. Nobody knows actually what the numbers are because certain other studies give you a very different picture. So the fear of contracting the virus, despite the fact that I think most of us are vaccinated. But the more important aspect of a physical meeting to me is, even if we have a physical meeting, even if you're allowed to have one, how many members would be allowed to attend it? I know for HTM that we had very, very big meetings where guest participation was substantial, probably 50%. Now, we had even up to 75 people attending a physical meeting. Can we have 75? I don't know. I'm not sure. And I'm not a big fan of this, the other word which people use these days about combining physical and digital. I don't know how that works. Maybe continuing digital is probably better because more organized and we've probably got a handle on it. But I would wait. I would personally wait a little longer. I don't know how long, maybe December this year. Looking forward to it. But at this point of time, I would tread the path of caution. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohil, for sharing your inner thoughts. I request Toastmaster Amit to share your opinion. Shall we shift in current situation? Shall we shift from digital to physical?
Adding on to Rohil's point, the first question that pops in my head that somebody says we have to meet physically, the first question pops up is it safe? Is it safe for me? Is it safe for the people I'm meeting? Or is it going to be safe for the people who I come back to home to? Safety is one thing which definitely pops first in the head. So when we talk about shifting HTM meeting to a physical meeting, what are kind of precautions we would even have to think about? What would be the logistic preparation one would need to do? Yes, the restaurants have started opening up. Yes, few public spaces have started opening up and we sometimes do go out. We sometimes do go and eat and meet people there. Can something of that format, can something of a similar setup be brought to HTM physical meeting where we could have a social distancing protocol and few people attending it? And can we run a kind of a rotation roster where few people could attend it physically and some people could attend it virtually, and then down the line, everybody get a chance every 2 months or 3 months to be a part of one physical meeting. We are living in this isolated post-COVID world where we dearly miss meeting people, dearly miss seeing my mentors from Rohil and everybody. We miss dearly the social connect and social aspect of it. It's been 1.5 years since we saw many of the loving people in our family and HTM group, right? So yes, for a change, it might be good to meet them once at least in 3 months or so as the logistics and arrangements work out in this case. COVID might not go away even at the end of the year. There might be some cases here and there. There might be some people who would still be getting affected as virus continue to evolve, as it continue to have maybe newer variant or fewer cases. But can we put some measures, maybe masking, sanitizing, temperature check at the start of the entrance? Can we put all those precautions in and with a social distancing setup? Can we meet? Maybe yes. Might be difficult, might be logistic nightmare, might be difficult to figure out a mixed setup. Maybe. But yeah, if given a chance and if it really is safe, maybe there is a way to go forward and meet people. Over to you, Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit, and I do agree that we are missing that connect. And if I summarize what you said, that you are concerned about safety. If safety is not an issue, then definitely we can come to physical meetings. I'll come back to the point of safety. We'll discuss on that. But before that, would like to know from Toastmaster Amulya, what is your thought on shifting our meeting from digital to physical?
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh and the esteemed panelists here. I would strongly advocate to shifting to physical meeting. For that, I have 3 reasons. One, this is a platform of public speaking, but if you have noticed, we are actually speaking without addressing the public. And I really want to go back, stand on the stage, deliver a speech, because for the past 1 year, I'm so used to looking at a computer screen and delivering that if you ask me to deliver a speech on a stage, I would still get that nervousness. So that's one of the reasons I advocate to going back to the stage and delivering speeches. And the second reason I would say is a recent study by Times Now has said that an adult sitting in front of computer screen would have only attention span of 40 minutes. And I think all of us can agree that sitting in front of a digital screen for 2.5 hours is actually very taxing compared to sitting in a physical meeting. Our speakers deserve much more attention. So that's one of the reasons I advocate let's go to physical setup. And the third reason is one of the things which I love about our community is that the connect, the networking. There is no, if for example, if you are meeting in physical setup, I don't know personally Rajneesh sir, I don't know personally Rahul Jain, but after their speeches, I would definitely go up and tell them like, I really loved your speech, so and so, and I, these are the improvement areas. So that's a bond which we share, and that is not similar to just chat, just typing some comments in the chat. That's my opinion. And having said that, I agree with the worries which we have currently. Of course, our physical safety comes first, and with the protocols in place and with the vaccination drives in place, with the stats coming down, I think HTM can start making steps towards moving the setup to physical setting. So that's my take on the topic, Toastmaster Lokesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amulya. If I summarize that, you said that you strongly agree to shift meeting to physical mode because of 3 reasons. Address to public, we are just addressing right now to screens. And I think the most important point, I think all of us will agree that as a human, we will not be able to bring attention to any particular thing for more than 40 minutes. That I really like that point. And also the personal connect. But before I further add, I would like to understand from Toastmaster Ajit, his views on the same.
Toastmaster Lokesh and my dear esteemed panelists, I think I absolutely take the point of some of my esteemed panelists that safety is an issue, and also the fact that vaccinations have started, so probably there's a way we can address. I would like to bring to the table a very creative solution. First of all, and the reason why I bring this creative solution is that, let's face it, there have been cases, for example, right now what's happening in Kerala. Okay, they went about and celebrated a couple of, their last mass gatherings. And today, if you find the so-called Kerala model is failing. And there are a lot of cases coming. In fact, half the cases of India are from Kerala. It is because they very early decided to celebrate success, do away with all the social distancing, got together in large groups, and today you see that they are suffering. And we don't want this to happen in India. We don't want this to happen to our friends, all of us here together. Okay, so maybe it's a better idea for us to wait, watch, let everybody of us get vaccinated, ensure that there is no follow-up mutant variant that's going to come up, the third so-called Delta variant, which kind of, I mean, we're not even sure where the vaccine that we currently got can save us from the Delta variant, or a mutation of the Delta variant, or a future variant that will come. So we've been, we are glad that we are in India where we have been saved from a huge repercussion because we have been proactive. Okay, so let's not now in reaction go for, doing something which is rash. My creative solution is, let us get together. Let's say I'm in Kukatpally, I've got 6 of us from Toastmasters, including guests, are in Kukatpally. We can get together to a small place, maybe my house, and sit for 2 hours in my drawing room. All of us will be on our phones, okay, so that our virtual thing is on. But the 6 of us at least are together, following the safety norms, I hope most of us are vaccinated. We keep our masks on. We ensure that in that safety, we are still having some bonding, some connect with some members, if not all. So that's what I'd like to bring to our table in Toastmaster Lokesh for your consideration.
Toastmaster Ajit, thanks for sharing, but I would like to know from you whether you would like to wait for some more time or you are okay to go ahead with the physical meetings.
That would go by consensus, frankly speaking, because each one of us individually has got our own operation, so we can give them the freedom of having digital if they want to remain digital. Some of us, like our Toastmaster Amulya, who our co-panelist mentioned that she's missing. I'm sure more like people like her would want to actually, even I would want to actually, we all went to lunch after most of the times after meetings. I miss those bonding sessions. Okay, so I would prefer that some of us would actually at least get to bond, get into a room, get to know each other better, probably follow up the meeting with a lunch or a small snack at our homes. So that would be something that will bring us, some of us at least closer in smaller groups, and we continue to be called the STM family as always.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ajit. I want to come back to Toastmaster Rohil. Toastmaster Rohil, you mentioned that you would like to wait till December, and I'm just putting one situation in front of you. If you share your thoughts by December end, or maybe whenever you think, what should be the ideal point of starting physical meeting? What should be those parameters we as a club should decide to start physical meeting? Is it 100% vaccination, which some of our panelists has mentioned? Is it the social distancing in our club? What's your take on that? I would like to hear from you.
Not so much about what I think, Lokesh. I think fully vaccinated situation, as one of my panelists, T.M. Ajit, mentioned, yes. But are there restrictions in terms of a larger number of people meeting? As I come back to our typical HTM meeting where we have 50, 60 people, I don't know what's happening outside, but are 60 people allowed to be in a room? I think we still should have a complete meeting physically rather than as much as people have options of part digital, part physical. I don't know whether that's a sort of a solution on a longer run. But I think if you can have 60 people meeting, maybe lesser guests, this could be one option. More number of members, because the club largely runs for its members. I would like that. Time frame, it entirely depends on whether we actually allowed to meet if everybody is vaccinated. We all know that we are vaccinated because there's a certificate. The safety precautions, as T.M. Amit mentioned, all that is fine. But are we comfortable enough to do it now? Do we still fear a certain amount of contact? So it's not really a personal decision, it's a collective decision, as everyone thinks. And we should take a call maybe 3 months from now, for example. I don't know. The third wave is around the corner. So I don't know. I would give it a little more time.
Okay. Thanks, Toastmaster Rohil, for sharing that. Putting a point of third wave also is also one of the concern. I also think, as of now, when I'm speaking right now, I am in isolation from last 3 days because one of my colleague tested positive. I'm not sure whether what will happen, but that's the case. But yes, as you mentioned, it's a collective decision. I would like to hear from Toastmaster Amit. Amit, what do you? I just put in other way. If you are, decision maker in an organization and you would like to call upon employees to physical meetings, so what are the parameters you will look forward? Can you share your response in maybe 1 or 2 minutes? And you can conclude whether you want to go for physical meeting in next 1 or 2 months, and then we'll conclude, right?
Looking from an organization point of view, Lokesh, or even from a Toastmaster point of view in general, the first or the foremost point which comes to my mind currently is safety-wise. How many of us really want to visit a physical setup, right? Is it really required of us, right? So even in an organization setup, when you will always give a choice unless it is some necessary critical infrastructure or critical work where somebody really need to go to a meeting or really need to go to an organization to fix or work on some physical thing. As last 1 year has really, we can work offline, we can work away from physical location, and we can work virtually, right? So sorry, Lokesh, I interrupt.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just want to take a 30-second feedback from Toastmaster Ajit and Amulya, and then we'll conclude looking into the time, please. First, Toastmaster Amulya.
Thank you, Lokesh. As I said, I agree with all the points regarding safety because safety is paramount. First thing is, as Amit was saying, that whether the club wants to go into the physical setup or not, that decision has to be consolidated. And after that, secondly, how many of us are actually vaccinated? If yes, if majority say yes, and how many of us are actually vaccinated? And of course, it is an unpredictable time. Nobody imagined that wave 2 will have so much of impacts, and we are still yet fathoming about how wave 3 will be. So let's sit out wave 3. But my point here is, but we should start making steps towards physical meeting, like whether consolidating data, whether considering the opinion, etc.
Sure. Thank you. I think looking into the time, sorry, Toastmaster Ajit, not coming to you, but I would like to just conclude as of now, because I feel that we need more time to discuss on it. And as of now, what we have discussed, there are concerns of safety. There is a concern whether everybody is vaccinated. What are the government norms, third wave, Delta variant, and many other things are coming in our mind. Looking into all those things, I would like to connect with all of you again. Is it good time? Can we connect next Sunday at the same time to continue our discussion? I just want to know from all of you. Thank you so much, because as of now, we are not finalizing anything. We are just moving forward to meet, have another interaction to continue our discussion on this. So thanks a lot for your valuable presence and sharing your thoughts. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you.
I now request Zoom Master to help our panelists to go off the screen, please.
Done, Lokesh.
Thank you. Once again, good morning to fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Last year, in March 2020, when first lockdown started, I started getting calls from my friends, my old friends. And collectively, we started doing con calls. For next few months, we did con calls. And suddenly one discussion point came up. Shall we visit in December month for family get together at any happening place in our country? And it didn't take much time to build consensus when one of our friends said, let's visit Goa in December month. Without any debate, without any difference of opinion, very easily a group of friends come to conclusion. But it doesn't happen so easily when we are in a professional environment. When a matter is very serious in a family, it's not easy to build consensus. And if we are not able to build consensus, it may lead to a personal differences between people. So friends, benefit of building consensus is huge. There are 4 benefits which I feel building consensus is. One is it builds trust because everybody is involved. It creates a better decision making because everybody is involved and free for sharing their own thoughts, their ideas on table, and everybody is showing respect for those thoughts and ideas. And once a group has taken a collective decision, the third thing is it creates ownership because everybody is involved in that decision. And last is the better implementation of that idea because everybody owns that idea, everybody owns that consensus decision, is not it? So friends, what I did in last 20 minutes is I followed a simple the rule of 3, the principle of 3 to build consensus. The first one is the participation from each and every stakeholders. I ensure that I listen as a moderator to each and everyone so that everyone feels free and feel as a part of group for sharing thoughts. Second, I listen carefully. I listen carefully to each and everyone so that nobody should feel that my point is ignored. And third is not hurrying, because building consensus is not a majority's decision. It's a decision of each and every stakeholder. So friends, you will agree with me, sometime or many times in a professional environment, we come in an influence with our seniors, or in family, a senior member of family. From outside we agree, but from inside we disagree. That doesn't create an ownership of decision. That's not the consensus building. So friends, next time in your life, whenever you find an opportunity or situation where you think consensus building can help you, remember a 3 principle: include all the stakeholders, listen carefully, and not hurry for building consensus. Remember, individually, we are one drop, and together we are an ocean. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh. And what a wonderful topic. Most